That voice is calling me to review Into the Unknown. The documentary, not the song. Into the Unknown. Making Frozen 2 is the 2020 Disney Plus behind the scenes documentary into the making of the highest grossing animated movie of all time. This documentary review was ever so kindly requested 9 months ago. My deepest apologies it took this long to get to it, Paola, by one of my closer buddies on social media, Frozenfan2004. This documentary goes in depth into the backstory of his all-time favourite movie, Frozen 2, and my personal favourite Disney Revival Age movie. Buddy, this review is for you. I hope you love hearing my honest, critical thoughts on your all-time favourite documentary. In fact, this may be my all-time favourite documentary too. I would actually agree. Doc, Movie making and nature documentaries are my two personal favourites. Kinds of documentaries, but tragic documentaries and historical documentaries don't have me hooked quite as much. Well, especially not tragic documentaries because they are guaranteed to not have a happy ending. But no matter what the naysayers of Frozen 2 may say, the making of a Frozen 2 documentary indeed has a happy resolution because just look at the success that Frozen 2 gained, and yeah, Frozen Into the Unknown, the making of Frozen 2 truly does take us and the filmmakers into the unknown in making this epic sequel, and you you get 6 episodes out of this, so it's a similar length technically exactly the same length of Falcon and Winter Soldier and Loki, the current 2 Marvel shows on Disney Plus, although WandaVision is the longest. That went on for 9 episodes. I would personally prefer this documentary over those Marvel shows, and I will and I will be the judge of whether Monsters at Work dethrones this documentary as my favourite Disney Plus show. But you can see that this documentary proves that Disney and Jennifer Lee and Chris Buck and the 800 people that worked on Frozen 2, that's right, 800. That's the equivalent of the number of students from my high school that I attended worked to bring Frozen 2 to the big screen. They put way more heart, passion, and effort into this sequel than all the haters say. It is not the lazy cash-in sequel that the naysayers say. Scrophilius Productions, you might want to reconsider your opinion and whether and what you said in your Frozen 2 had no plan, no time video of if you watch this documentary, because even though the first Frozen at the time was Disney's biggest cultural phenomenon since Lion King. It's didn't get a sequel approved by John Lasseter until March 2015, so that gave Disney three 3 years of planning out the plot of Frozen 2 before they actually started production, and the voice acting, uh, Idina Menzel, Christian Bell, Joshua Gaza, Jonathan Groff, and Evan Rachel Wood and Sterling K. Brown. Yeah, the voice acting started in fall of 2017, so 2 years prior to the movie. I don't think they officially started animating and got into production on the movie uh, until a year before the movie's premiere, so in November 2018, and uh, and they accomplished all that greatness in just 1 year. Yeah, and they were consistently uh, working hard in their offices from New York to LA, and this documentary really shows how personal a project this was to directors Jennifer Lee and Chris Buck. But this is Jennifer Lee's movie, of course, because she wrote the screenplay, and I and yet people still continue to make hate videos on Frozen 2. I mean, I could understand if Frozen 2 had been taken over by an entirely different director, but I mean, it's Jennifer Lee's story, so her rules. She was a major innovator and a role model to all the entire team working on this movie. Yeah, everybody looks up to her, and this documentary in one episode reveals that Chris Buck tragically lost his son his son tragically lost his life at such a young age, and the next right thing was, of course, about Anna feeling grief over presumably losing both Elsa and Olaf at the same time, and Chris Buck put the grief of losing his son into that song. So that song was a personal thing for him. I mean, my heart goes out to the guy, and the uh, anime, the the most enthusiastic animator on this movie, Marie. Yeah, she actually filmed herself, doing running movements for Elsa when she was animating the Into the Unknown sequence, and she even uh, filmed her own facial expressions for Kristoff and all of the reindeer while she was animating Lost in the Woods, which is which is extraordinary, and she even was fortunate to meet Idina herself in person, who is like her idol, and she very sweetly said that Into the Unknown would not have been possible without Idina. So the entire cast and crew was so lovely to one another. They felt like a family and not just a team, doing a job. That's the best part of movie making. Work when work does not feel like work, it feels more like play, and you feel more like a family doing something you love. And what fascinates me is how certain shots from the movie and certain scenes were either of misses or new shots were animated after the first teaser trailer that we got in February 2019, which is my personal favourite trailer for the movie. Like when they did a test screening a to a family audience. The adults applauded, but the children were left confused and had little understanding of the narrative, as as the movie is of course more mature in tone than its predecessor. So Jennifer Lee and the team made the decision to add just a little more humor into the narrative, so the movie would have a tad more appeal to the kids as well as the adults. So like uh, in the scene when Olaf humorously recaps all the events of the first Frozen, that was initially going to be, I think just Anna or Elsa or Kristoff explaining to the Northuldra and Erendellians what happened, but they changed it to Olaf, of course, to get more of a laugh out of the kids. And in fact, Olaf doing it is more memorable. I mean, just having the other characters narrate that would have been boring. So that was a changer that's had some positive payoff, and they even added more shots of Bruni, so the kids would just go ah, and I'm so glad they did, because Bruni just melts your heart. And one of the funnest parts of this documentary for me was seeing the animatics. Yeah, we get to see a animatic of Elsa getting out of bed before Into the Unknown kicks off, and an animatic is literally a moving storyboard. It's a pre-visualization for the director of the movie on paper before uh, the movie actually starts filming, and I always favour animatics over a script, because I prefer to pre-visualize a movie visually with drawings instead of words. The one scene that almost didn't make it into the movie was "Can you believe it? Show yourself." Remove that scene, and you kill the entire movie, in my opinion. So it had to work, and Disney hit the nail on the freaking head with it, and so and they were literally rushing to get this movie finished in time for its premiere in November 2019, and luckily they just made it in time, and just look at what that they accomplished. So overall, I've come down with Frozen Fever for this fabulous documentary that will hopefully get Frozen to more appreciation. I still don't get why this sequel doesn't get nearly as much hype as Frozen 1 after its release 2 years later. So I hope Frozen 2 will one day get more love videos than hate ones. You can look at this as Frozen 2 defense video number 2 in a way, but seeing this documentary makes me want to see more behind the scenes documentaries from Disney like this. It's a shame they didn't put this documentary on the DVD of Frozen 2. Why don't DVDs have that anymore, where disc 2 included behind the scenes bonus features, or now you have to buy the Blu-ray or extended edition to get to the best behind the scenes look of a movie. I guess that's to charge more money. Oh, I don't know.
I give Into the Unknown making Frozen 2 5 stars out of 5, best documentary ever.
So yeah, this was a awesome request from Frozenfan2004. I hope you loved this review, Paul, and I cannot wait to be documenting my own movies someday when I get there. Well, I love you guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. And what are your thoughts on Into the Unknown making of Frozen 2? Is it your favourite documentary of all time or not? So please comment and let me know. Please like this video and subscribe. Please follow me on Twitter and Instagram. And I'll see you all next time. And this could very well be my final review before I move home. So stay tuned for my possible moving vlog next week. And remember, movies are us. Bye, guys.